The following is a get ready with me using the following, like my summer, it's like a summer makeup. This is a very quick makeup. It's mostly lashes, lipstick, and just a glow. So since I have a summer tan right now, kind of I don't wear foundation, but I'm going out, and I decided to put foundation when I go out at night. So this is what I came up with.
First, I'm using the Too Faced primer, and I'm putting it all over my face. And second, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and I'm putting a few drops all over my face, and I'm using a beauty blender, and I'm just blending it all over my face. And as I was doing it, I realized it's kind of dark. The color that I bought was a little too dark. So what I'm doing is I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm just putting a 1 or 2 dots, and then I'm kind of mixing it in order to get me the right consistency and the right color. So these two together are really, really matte if you're using it for the summer. I mean, I have oily skin, so this is amazing. I'm using a Benefit Foolproof brow powder, and again, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a stencil, just like I do in my other videos, and I'm doing little lines. And you know, the Benefit Foolproof has 2 colors, a darker color and a lighter color. So first I start with the lighter color. There, I'm measuring it, and I'm measuring both just to make sure that they start both start the same level. You don't want to have one higher, one lower, making it look like something is wrong with you. So again, I'm going and using the darker one and the darker one on the outside. And again, I'm doing little lines. Since my eyebrows are very thin and very light, even though I have dark hair, for some reason my eyebrows are very, very light. So again, it's just a matter of okay, there I'm using I'm doing a stencil now for the other eyebrow. And okay, and again I'm measuring it just like I did the other one, and again I'm doing you know, drawing, just I'm drawing eyebrows, just something darker. And sometimes what I do is I'll tint them, and I have a video that I'm gonna do that I already did it. I have to edit that and put it out. So I bought something in order to tint them, and they come out kind of good, except that it doesn't stay too long because it stains the skin, but it only stains up to so many days. Again, I'm brushing, I'm putting color, I'm brushing, putting color, and again I'm doing the outside of it. And I'm using another one of the Benefit Brow Wiz, I think is this one here, and it has a thin point, so I'm just filling it in. Again, here I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the color of Custard, and I'm just cleaning it, as I call it. I'm just making sure that the bottom of my eyebrow has a nice edge, you know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning my eyebrow, and I'm doing the same thing for the other one. And I have a little piece of paper there. If you see me, is that I'm wiping the excess on a piece of paper because I don't want to have all that in the brush, because you know it's better when you have nothing. There you go. And I'm looking at the second one, and I'm cleaning the top of my eyebrow now. Okay. And again, I'm cleaning the outside and the top. Okay. Again, here I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills the brow gel, and I'm just putting it all over. And then I have a trick where that I put my fingers and I press it to my skin, so that way the gel kind of dries in a high position. Here I'm using the Tatcha. It's like a it's a luminizer it's kind of like a treatment for the under eye. So I just bought this and I like it. And then here I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and I'm just putting a little bit on the inside of my eye, and then I use the sponge and kind of spread it out. If you put it too much all the way out, it's just gonna be too much all over your the bottom of your eyes. You just want to do a little bit and spread it. Use the sponge to spread it. Here I'm using the L'Oreal, and this is a cream blush, and it's got like a silicone that helps minimize the pores. Here I'm using the Hourglass powder. This is the translucent powder, the new one, and I'm using it all over my face. I'm trying to set my concealer. Here I'm using the Hourglass bronzer, and this is one in the darkest colors, and it's from medium to deep skin. And here I'm using the Pure, I believe this one is the I think it's highlight and bronze. It's like a trio, and it has 3 different ones. It's a Pure. And again, I'm using the orange color from the trio, and I'm just putting it on the top of my cheekbones. And then I'm using on top of that the middle color, which is a highlighter, and I'm using that. I'm using my fingers because it's really buttery, so it's better with my fingers. I'm using my Cupid's bow, my nose, tip of my nose, my temples, and my chin. And again, I'm just doing it. So here I use a brush just to kind of blend all the colors together at the end. And here I'm using the same Pure middle highlight from the trio, and I'm just doing my brow bone. I'm highlighting that, my inner eye duct, and I'm putting it on my eye, my lid, just to give it a little pop. This is the inner duct. And okay, I'm using the Sarad here eyelash curler, which I love, and I'm just curling both of my eyelashes, and I usually turn them just for them to give it helps the hair curl a little more. And then here I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use the MAC, the blue one is the MAC Extended Giga Blush, I think it is. And then the other one, that's the MAC Giga Lash, I think it is, the MAC Extended Giga Lash. And I start with that one, and I'm putting it at the ends of my lashes. And then, okay, so it's the first layer. Then I'm gonna use the Lancome Mansour, I think it is called, and I'm using it in the middle. And then I do the back, and I made a boo-boo right there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna clean that later on. I'll wait until they dry, and then I start with the next layer, which is the MAC, and I do the roots. And that's what they look. Again, I'm gonna do my other eye, and I'm gonna use a MAC, and I do the ends of my lashes. Then I'm gonna do the middle with the Lancome. I don't use fake lashes, so this is it. I try to take care of my lashes. And then I use the MAC, and I do the ends, the inside. Oh, and I made a boo-boo right there. And I'm doing my lower lash with the MAC. And again, I'm just trying to see if I see anything that needs it. And then I'm doing the bottom of the other eye. I always tend to make a boo-boo when I'm doing my lashes. Again, I'm doing the Lancome Mansour, I think it is, and I'm putting more. I like to have like a lot of volume on my lashes. Okay, now it's dry, so I'm gonna scrape it. Any mistakes that I make, I'm gonna take the spoolie and scrape it. Okay, I'm gonna use an eyeliner. This is the Marc Jacobs, and I'm just gonna rim my eyes here. I'm doing the Urban Decay, I think it's called Back Talk, and it's like a muted pink color. And then here I'm going to use Yves Saint Laurent, and this is like the like a lip gloss. And again, this is what I came up with.